So it's not so much about the act of what you're doing or how people are acting. It's about you choosing to be the bigger person. It's about you choosing happiness. It's about you choosing to be the joyful person that lights up the room with your intention, with your thoughts, with your words, with your actions, with your love that you're putting out. That's all it takes.
Level up your frequency.
Welcome to season 1, episode 5 of the Level Up Your Frequency podcast. I'm your host, Crystal Sun. And just as a quick recap, this season will be all about voice and how to utilize and understand the power of your own vibration, or as I like to call it, your sound print, to level up your frequency for better health, wealth, and relationships. Today's episode is brought to you by BizMind Academy. BizMind Academy is an online training platform which is designed to empower startup entrepreneurs by helping them learn skills and tactics that can quickly be implemented into daily business processes to produce noticeable and measurable results. So if you're a startup entrepreneur really looking to take your business to the next level, but you're not so sure on how to do so, you can check out BizMind Academy to learn anything from how to effectively launch your business to creating a solid business plan, and even to how to manage your time to help your business grow. So you can learn about what I just mentioned, plus so much more to really take your business to the next level by visiting www.bizmind.academy. That's www.bizmind.academy. That's www.bizmind.academy. Today in episode 5, we will be talking about the vibrational frequencies that words create and how your word is your wand. So let's jump right into it. So as many of you have already heard on some of my previous episodes, I love to talk about your unique sound print, or, the frequencies that you were born with, which creates the beautiful being that you are today. So I thought we would dig a little deeper and talk about words, right? The power of words, the vibration that your words hold, and how to really infuse your words with the right intention to really shift the vibration of the words you normally use. So we all know that words hold, right? A type of frequency or vibration naturally. And over time, as words are used more and more based on what humans gravitate to, that's pretty much the frequency or the vibration of the word. So for example, hate is infused with a lower vibration, okay, versus love is infused with a higher vibration, a higher frequency. So that's why it's very important to stay conscious of the words that you're using, because these words directly affect your body and your reality, okay? So this is why it's so important to be aware that everything is vibrating, right? And everything is heavily influenced by the vibration that you choose to set. Okay. So you turn up the volume, so to speak, right? And you have the power to really shift frequencies through your thoughts and also through your words. Okay. But what is most important is your intention, right? So you can literally take a lower vibrational word and you can set a good intention, and you can infuse that word with good intention. You could also do the opposite. You could take a high vibrational word, and through your intention, you could really make it a darker, a lower vibration or frequency. And I love to always talk about Dr. Masaru Emoto's water experiments. And that's proof right there as to what words do to water. And if you think about your body is mainly made up of water. So these words are directly, affecting your body and disrupting the vibration within your body. So since everything carries a very specific vibration, I feel that it's important to stay mindful that words do carry vibration naturally, and that you do have the power to set intention as you're using and expressing these words and expressing your emotions, et cetera, et cetera. And, your inner world, right? It's a reflection of your outer world. So everything that you're thinking and the intentions that you're setting, even if you're not speaking, it reflects your outer reality. So what words are you saying on a daily basis, right? And most importantly, what is your intention behind the words that you are saying? So just take some time to really think about that, okay? And this, it seems like it's an easy thing to do, but it's not, because it's you staying completely conscious every moment. Okay. So it's you taking it to the next level and understanding that words carry a very special vibration. So with Dr. Emoto's work, I love his work with the water experiments. And what he does is, let's just use, the words as an example. So you could take water and say like hateful things, or take water and say loving things like, oh, I love you, I care about you. Or you could say, oh, you're just so stupid and I hate you. And, just anything that you can think of that's a lower vibration. And when he freezes the water and takes pictures of the water that were, maybe you said some mantras and some loving things to, it turns the water into these beautiful, beautiful geometric crystals. So you have to look up his work if you haven't already. I highly recommend, because it's a great example of what words do to our body, and more so that words really do carry a vibration. And water is just, it's the easiest way to see, what vibration is actually doing to our body, to everything, pretty much, because everything is vibration. So everything does really carry a natural frequency. But like I said, when you use your intention, you do have the power to shift the frequency of, whatever you're saying. Now, without intention, your words already hold a powerful frequency. So becoming aware of each word that's coming out of your mouth, but most importantly, your intention and your positive or negative thoughts, right, will shift everything for you. And a great example is, I'm sure you've heard somebody say some really nice words to you, but you knew that they really didn't mean it, because the intention behind it was much more powerful, right, than the words that they were choosing to use. And that's why they always say, oh, actions speak louder than words, right? And that's true. I believe it, because most of the time you can say whatever you want and you don't really have to mean it. You could just say it because it sounds like pretty words to use. It sounds like something that somebody would want to hear, but you're not truly sincere, right? Your intention behind it is not pure. You have maybe a hidden agenda behind your words, and so on and so forth. So the vibration of the words through their thoughts and intention create the vibration, right, that's getting sent out through these words. So it's really easy to bring down energy than it is to lift it back up. So I highly recommend to avoid, what is considered to be hateful speech or words that just naturally carry like a lower vibration or just feel harsh when you speak them, if you are speaking them without being mindful, of the intention that you're putting out when you're speaking your words. So how do your words create your reality? How are your words your wand? And I mean, it should be pretty clear by now that everything is vibration. So your words are your wand because your words literally align with your reality. So just look around. What's in your reality right now? Your intention and your words are creating your reality or have created your reality. So like attracts like, right? You vibrate and you match the frequency of what you currently have in your life. And if you want more, you need to create a mindset of expansion. You need to be mindful of your subconscious programming of these thoughts that you're constantly putting out, of the intentions that you're setting, right? So love is the most powerful frequency. Love, or your heart, let's just talk about your heart center, your heart space. It's the most powerful electromagnetic field in the human body. So when we look at it like that and look at love, and even the word love, it's a very powerful frequency and word, because most people, when they think love, they get happy, or maybe not all the time, right? Because you can bring the word love down, but most of the time it's a pretty positive and powerful word to use. But what's most powerful is your actual love or energy center and your heart center. This is very powerful. So when you're coming from a place of love versus a place of ego, or a place of, just your subconscious thoughts just kind of taking over and you infusing your words with the wrong intentions because of whatever programming, you're going through, that ego or that programming, it attracts lack, right? And it creates dis-ease within the human body and unhappiness. And I always like to talk about how important it is to really keep your body in a state of harmony, right? So keeping your frequency and your body balanced so that everything is playing in harmony rather than in dis-ease and out of, playing out of harmony. So I feel like the most important aspect to all of this is, it's a beautiful thing to know that you actually have the power to create your reality with just your intention and your words. Because if you look around you, what do you have right now? And just think about the words and the thoughts that you have on a daily basis, and it's going to click and make sense. Okay. But it's nice to know that we have this tool and we have this power. And the only thing we need to do at this point is to remain conscious and aware. Maybe not at every moment, because we may have moments where we go in and out of consciousness and we're not there all the time. We start living out those patterns and that behavior. Right. But it's more so easier to turn it around, right, than it is to be consistently trapped inside of the loop. When you start to become conscious, you get trapped inside of the loop less and less and less and less as you start to become conscious, and it becomes easier to transmute energy, right? So if you think about how vibration works and how it's set in the body, we use intention, which creates a vibration. And then we use word, which is also word is a vibration. So you're combining your intention with frequency. So you're basically creating almost like alchemy, right? So you're taking two things, you're creating an intention, which is vibration, and then you're speaking a word. So it's almost like you're speaking your intention into existence. You're creating something through your intention and through your words. And this is how your words become more of your wand, because your words are literally creating magic, but more so your words are just creating vibration around you. It's pretty much science. Okay. So your intention and your words, your frequency, it's creating your reality. It's attracting like vibration into your vibrational field. Okay. So we can be aware of our words, of our intention, of the energy that we're choosing to put out on a daily basis. We'll start to notice the things, the people, everything in our life that we're attracting in. Okay, so say we were in a situation where it's like every day it just feels you're just miserable, like you're living out your day-to-day routines and you're miserable, you just hate what you're doing. And you just notice that the same people are in your life. They're not so great, they may be a little negative. You notice the same situations. Maybe, you'd like to make more money, but you feel trapped. You're still making the same amount of money that you've made like over the past 20 years, but you can't get out of it. It feels like a cycle. That's just vibration. You're kind of like in this vibrational trap that you created. But just as easy as it is to create that trap, right? That loop, it's just as easy to break free. And the reason why I say it's just as easy, or maybe even easier, is because the only thing it takes is one shift. So when I say shift, I mean a shift in your thought pattern. So say every day you wake up, you're not very conscious, and I just don't want to be awake today. I hate today. I just want to lay in bed all day. Instead of choosing to think those words, as soon as you become conscious that you're even choosing that, which is just, it's a pattern, it's a trap, you can easily just shift it. So you can say, oh, what a beautiful day. I'm going to have an amazing day today. I'm going to put out good energy. Nobody's going to bring my energy down. It's almost like even when I was just speaking those words just now, I felt so good, because all of those words hold a very powerful vibration, plus you're choosing to set your intention for the day. So just by doing that, you made a shift. So guaranteed that when you make this shift, there's going to be some people in your life that may not be able to like stand you anymore. They're just not going to want to be around you, because now you're not a vibrational match, for certain people in your life. Because again, you were putting out a vibration and you were attracting in the same type of vibration. So people, places, things, even money. You may start making more money, right? So this is where you can have a lot of fun and play around with it and start putting out good intention, putting out what you truly want, what you desire, right? Treating people the way you would love to be treated. Even, giving a little bit more so that you receive a little bit more, right? But it's all you're not expecting anything. It's all just with good intention. So it's flowing. Everything is working in harmony with the law of vibration. And when we can become more aware of how frequency works, of how the law of vibration works, we start to attract and align with the things that we deserve, that we would like to have in our life. And it's never too late. Okay. So I always like to say, you don't know where to start. Just start today by choosing to change just one little thought. That's all it takes. Just one thought. Okay. So just look at your day to day and see if there's one thing that you constantly, repetitively think over and over again. Like it could be, oh, I hate getting on conference calls, right? Yeah. You're not denying the situation. Like maybe you do, maybe you just really do, you dislike it. But you know what? You have the power to shift that attitude, to shift that frequency. You have the power to rise above, to love. So it's not so much about the act of what you're doing or how people are acting. It's about you choosing to be the bigger person. It's about you choosing happiness. It's about you choosing to be the joyful person that lights up the room with your intention, with your thoughts, with your words, with your actions, with your love that you're putting out. That's all it takes. So, with all that being said, today I felt like it was just very powerful. We talked about vibrational frequencies, right? We talked about just how our words really do create our reality, and our words are our wand. And we just have to be very mindful of that, right? So truly, I truly do feel that frequencies, right? The vibrational frequencies rather, that our words create it's so important, and we can feel it, in our auric field. We can feel it around us. We can feel it in others. It's everywhere, right? So we talked about how to use your words as your wand to really level up your frequency, to create the life of abundance that you desire. And we all deserve it. It's our birthright, right? It's the law of vibration. So with all that being said, I would like to leave you with something to walk away with. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend that you download my free ebook. Okay. This is a perfect way to really level up your frequency, to align with the frequency of wealth, of health, of abundance. Okay. To really have a practice to shift your vibrational frequency. Okay, so that you can really live out a life of passion and a purpose. So my free ebook is actually a vocal toning ebook, and it comes with a MP3 guided practice. And this is all about the long lost practice of vocal toning. And this practice dates back since ancient Egyptian times. Okay, it's easy, and it's a powerful practice to really help you level up your frequency, again, to align with the frequency of vibrant health, of abundance, and of beautiful relationships. And you can download your copy now. Just go to my website. My website is www.itscrystalsun.com. That's www.itscrystalsun.com. Just click on grab your free vocal toning ebook on the home page. So thanks for joining me this week, and I look forward to co-creating a frequency-driven planet with you.